So voting has ended for the sixth and penultimate phase of India's general elections, with polling held across 59 constituencies in 7 states. There are a few factors that make this second last extremely interesting and crucial phase. Let's take a quick look at some of them. Factor number 1, Delhi voted today, the national capital. This means that this phase includes the battle for the capital, and the number of seats from Delhi aren't too many, just 7. But the fight in the capital is more for prestige. Delhi is also considered a crucial indicator to who will form the government in the centre. Since the year 1998, whichever party has won the highest seats in Delhi has also gone on to win the majority in the parliament. In 2014, BJP won all seats in Delhi, just to put it in perspective. It's a 3-way fight this time around. For Delhi, there is the BJP, the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party. All 3 parties have fielded some very prominent faces. There is veteran Indian cricketer Gautam Gambhir, who is fighting from a BJP ticket. Aam Aadmi Party fielded educationist and star candidate Atishi Marlena. High-profile boxer Vijender Singh fights on a Congress ticket this time around. It's not just the candidates, the capital's voter list too is a high-profile one. This morning saw the who's who of the country making their way to the polling stations. There was the Gandhi family, top cabinet ministers, Indian cricket team captain Virat Kohli, India's President Ramnath Kovind, Aam Aadmi Party chief and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, among others. The second factor that makes this 6th phase very interesting is BJP's Bhopal candidate Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur. This name has been a crucial part of dinner table discussions this election season. Pragya Thakur is popularly known as Sadhvi Pragya, and she is a Hindutva activist and accused in the 2008 Malegaon bomb blast case. Pragya Thakur is fighting from a seat that the BJP has held since the year 1986. She started her campaign with making controversial remarks against the 2611 hero and anti-terror squad chief Hemant Karkare.
मैंने कहा तेरा सर्वनाश होगा। इतनी यातनाएं दी, इतनी गंदी गालियां दी जो असहनीय थी मेरे लिए, और मेरे लिए नहीं, किसी के भी लिए। मैंने कहा तेरा सर्वनाश होगा। ठीक 1.25 महीने में सूतक लगता है जब किसी की मृत्यु होती है या जन्म होता है, तो सूतक लगता है। तो जिस दिन मैं गई थी उस दिन इसके सूतक लग गया था, और ठीक 1.25 महीने में जिस दिन इसको आतंकवादियों ने मारा उस दिन सूतक का अंत हो गया।
Statements on Ram Mandir followed soon. This Lok Sabha elections, BJP has played the Hindutva card to the hilt. And with the nomination of Pragya Thakur, someone who is often referred to as the poster girl of so-called Hindu terror, the ruling party almost rubbed the Hindutva factor in the electorate's face. Thakur is being pitted against veteran Congress leader Digvijay Singh. He is also the man who coined the term Hindu terror in the first place. Making this fight even more interesting is the number from Bhopal, this capital city of Madhya Pradesh, has about 20.53 lakh voters. Of these, 4.53 lakh voters are Muslims. One would have to wait for another 10 days to actually find out whether Pragya Thakur's candidature is a brilliant move by the BJP or whether this bold move will boomerang. The third factor making this phase interesting is the state of West Bengal. Polling in Bengal has been distributed across all the 7 phases. And starting with the first lap, the state has been seeing an increase in violence with every passing phase. Phase 6 too was not spared. There was a murder, a BJP candidate was attacked, and there were clashes outside polling stations, prompting the Election Commission to ask the authorities in Bengal to explain this hindrance to free and fair elections. We will dig deeper into this issue of Bengal poll violence in some time, but moving on to factor number 4, it's Prime Minister Modi versus the Gadbandhan. 14 constituencies from Uttar Pradesh are voting today, and this is the country's most populous state and votes completely on caste equations. This state has also a considerable number of Muslim voters. It will not be unfair then to say that the alliance between the Samajwadi Party, the Bahujan Samaj Party and the Rashtriya Lok Dal or RLD in the state has left the ruling party rattled. BJP, however, is in denial.
पिछली बार 42% वोट मिला, एनडीए को 73 सीटें मिली। इस बार आपका आकलन 80 सीटों में से कितने का है?
बीजेपी पूरे उत्तर प्रदेश में इस बार 51% वोट की राजनीति कर रही है और 51% वोट 50+ वोट बीजेपी के पक्ष में आएंगे और बीजेपी पूरे प्रदेश में 74+ के लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करेगी।
जी, अब इसमें मेरा अगला सवाल ये था कि 2014 में अगर आप अपना वोट शेयर देखें और विरोधियों का देखें, सबका मिला के आपसे कुछ ज़्यादा, आपका 42 था तो उनका 43% था, और इसी गणित के साथ उन लोगों ने गठबंधन किया हुआ कि 2 + 2 करके हमारे 4 हो जाएंगे। इस गणित को आप किस तरीके से मानते हैं अगर ये सारा वैसा ही हुआ?
देखिए, एक तो ये कोई गणित नहीं है। अगर आप सपा बसपा के वोट को देखें तो भी ये 35% से ऊपर नहीं होता है। अगर आप देख लें, इस चीज को चेक कर लें, बीजेपी का वोट बैंक तब भी ज्यादा है। दूसरा, 14 में मोदी जी का केवल नाम था, आज मोदी जी का नाम भी है, मोदी जी का काम भी है।
Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav is one of the key contestants today. He is the Gathbandhan nominee from Samajwadi Party bastion Azamgarh. Allahabad too is a very prestigious seat, aka Prayagraj. It was the seat of 3 former Prime Ministers, Lal Bahadur Shastri and VP Singh. This time it's a 3-way battle. BJP has fielded Rita Bahuguna Joshi. Rajendra Pratap Singh is contesting from the Samajwadi Party ticket, and Yogesh Shukla from the Congress Party will be contesting. Which way Uttar Pradesh's 80 seats swing could determine whether the BJP will make a comeback or not. And finally, factor number 5, the battle of Kurukshetra, if we can put it that way. Traditionally, the Indian National Lok Dal and the Congress are the strong parties here. But the BJP won in the last elections of 2014. Now, the sitting MP has quit the BJP. The BJP and the Congress have fielded locals, but the biggest contestant from Kurukshetra is Arjun Chautala, grandson of Om Prakash Chautala. He is seeking votes in the name of his grandfather and great-grandfather, Devi Lal. Now, caste is a major poll factor in Haryana in general and Kurukshetra in particular. The Jats aren't happy with the BJP, especially after the 2016 quota protests. The BJP is relying on backward class votes. The Jats are divided. The Congress Party has used its full might in the campaign with both Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi doing rallies in Kurukshetra. This one promises to be an extremely close fight. And to understand